Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our first virtual beer dinner. We are super excited. We are with Fourscore Beer Company today. I want to thank Ben for coming down and sharing his delicious liquid that we're pairing up with 4 courses for you. Also like to thank Uncapped crew. We've got Chris and Graham here in the house. Thank you so much. Please have fun with this and please enjoy. I'll be right back. I got your first course for you. Okay, so here's how this is going to work. Each of you are going to get 4 of these. At the top of the bag, this will denote what course you'll be in. Of course, this is the first course, the welcome course. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give an instructional on how to unpack and assemble. Now what's also going to be helpful is there is a printed copy, or there is the menu available online, so go ahead and preview that or maybe possibly print that out ahead and have that in front of you. So for this first course, I'm going to heat up this rockfish real quick. A little non-stick spray. Now we're going to wrap it in foil. Just loosely, not too tight. Preheat the oven at 400 degrees. We're going to go in the oven here for about 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go now. First and welcome course. We've got some beautiful fresh baby greens from Backyard Boogie Gardens. A big shout out to them. They're great folks. They're here around some local farmers markets. Please check them out. Stuff is delicious. Get your greens on the plate. And we've got the grilled oranges here, these orange segments. We're going to go ahead and get those on the plate. Now remember, you folks are at home, so it doesn't have to be perfect. As long as everything gets on the plate, it'll be delicious. Got some locally grown organic fresh radishes. This is a watermelon radish and a French breakfast radish. We'll save a little to complete. We'll save this. This here is our pomegranate vinaigrette. We're going to simply just drizzle it. We'll save a little bit for the fish. Now I'm going to go in for the fish. All right, now that it's been in here for about 5 minutes or so, simply remove the foil. This is some very fresh wild rockfish we got in today, this morning as a matter of fact, Eastern Shore. And we've encrusted it with beet flour. We dried some beets and actually turned it into flour. I've got your toasted pepita seeds here. Go ahead and add those on. Finish off with some of the radish on top. And then we'll go ahead and finish it with a little bit more dressing. And there we go, your welcome course. Let's go on out and see how Ben's doing. All right, here we go. So, welcome course. We've paired with the Lokalbier, which is a Vienna Lager. Food friendly. There's some acidity here in this dish. Some fresh earth, minerals coming from the greens. You get some nice pickling action from the radish, some crunch from the pepita seeds, And then it's really going to help translate and cross over with the beer with these grilled oranges that were salted, by the way, as they went on the grill. That should do it, Ben. If you'd like to come up and talk about the beer, thank you folks very much.
Absolutely, thank you for that, and thank you for having us and being a part of this. I'm Ben Little, I'm the head brewer at Fourscore Beer Company in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Let's get right into this description here. This is Lokalbier. It was actually a beer that was developed with one of our founding club members, and it's made out of all Pennsylvania grown ingredients. The grain is all from Deer Creek malt, and they're just outside of Philly. And then River Hill Farms gave us some good Cascade hops. This one is pretty nice, easy, drinkable, crushable. It's a really good food pairing beer. Lower ABV, so 4.9 on this one. It's got a lot of notes of cracker, a little bit of fresh dough, a little tiny bit of caramel in there, nice and toasty. And the hops, the local Cascades they provide actually in the Pennsylvania terroir, they give you a little bit of that nice floral note and a little bit of a kind of a lemon peel thing going on as well. So this is a good, nice, easy drinking one, and it should pair perfectly with this beautiful, beautiful salad.
Okay, I hope you all enjoyed that welcome course. Now we're on to the first course. Let me go get your bag. Okay, again, first course. Now after you get past the second beer, the third and the fourth might get mixed up, but that's okay. So on the outside of the bag is your strip of carrot bacon, which we will use as a garnish. Here is going to be your carrot and roasted cashew soup. You can do it in the microwave. You can leave it in the cup. Make sure you take the lid off. If you do microwave it, I'd microwave it for about a minute, stir it, and then it might need an additional 30 seconds, maybe 45 seconds, depending on your microwave. I'm just going to quickly do it on stovetop. And while that's heating up, I'm going to go ahead and empty the other contents or the accoutrements that go along with the soup. And then I just need to grab a bowl real quick. Replace this glove. Okay, I'm going to put these in order for you real quick. So, once we ladle the soup in, you're going to top it with fresh Greek yogurt. Then I've got some extra toasted cashew. Then I have some fresh microgreens and dill oil, and then we'll go ahead and complete the dish with the carrot bacon. It's kind of cool, just like bacon. Isn't that neat? Look at that. Okay, soup's about done. That's a nice portion. We're going to go with Greek yogurt. A little dollop in there. Then I'll go with the toasted cashew. Then we're going to go with the microgreens. Then we're going to go with our dill oil. And then we'll go ahead and finish the dish with the carrot bacon. There you go. Okay, so here we go. First course. We have paired. Ben, where are we at here, bud?
You got it there.
We've got the Saison here that we've paired this. This is a roasted carrot and roasted cashew soup. We've done a Greek yogurt, fresh microgreens. There's dill oil, roasted cashews, and carrot bacon. Please enjoy, everybody. Here's Ben to go over the beer with you. Thank you.
Thank you again. So this time we have our Solidary Saison, Solidarity, sorry. So what this is again is a all local Pennsylvania malt beer, some Pilsner malt from Deer Creek, as well as some buckwheat, some spelt, and some pale malted oats in it. We solely hopped this one with Hallertau Blanc from Germany. And we ferment it with a couple Saison strains, one being my favorite, which provides a lot of notes of white pepper, some banana, a little bit of pear, and then we do it secondary with one that brings a little bit more of a tropical side to it. The Hallertau Blanc hops provide a nice lemongrass, Sauvignon Blanc kind of thing going on with a light dry hop. So it's real nice, light-bodied, and really crisp, and really nice pairing with this beautiful with the soup with the carrot bacon. Man, I kind of want to dig into that right now. So enjoy it.
All right, here we go now. So we're going into the second course. This course is your main course, and Ben is a huge fan of tacos. So, of course, this is all together, and it wouldn't be but better fitting to do a taco for this course. I'll be right back in your bag. Second course. All right, with this course, there's two things you're going to need to heat up. One of which will be your tortilla shell. And secondly, will actually be the lamb kebab that's done on a rosemary skewer. And this is a good taco. Okay, first thing we're going to do is get the lamb kebab in the oven. Some nonstick. Now your lamb kebab's already been par cooked, so we're just going to briefly heat this again. Leave your oven at 400 degrees, and we'll go ahead and cook this wrapped loosely with foil for about 5 minutes or so. You are going to want to delight yourself in a little extra koji sauce. You put that on before it goes in the oven. Here we go. Okay, remember, about 5 minutes, maybe 6, just keep an eye on it. The last minute that your lamb's in the oven, you're going to want to toast your tortilla. I'll be right back. Okay, so your lamb's been in the oven for 5 minutes. I just threw a tortilla shell in there. It's been about a minute, so your lamb's going on roughly 6. Tortilla shell's about done. Pull that tortilla shell out. Have your lamb Now we're going to go ahead and build the taco. This is what I would recommend, and we'll start from your left to your right on the components for the taco. So first we have some shaved sprouts, a little bit of red cabbage for color. There we go. Secondly, we're going to go with, this is a cucumber and red currant salsa. And I'd put that off to the side because you want a little more of that. We're good and get into our lamb. Here's our lamb kebab. Look at that. Always remove your skewer. And you might even have a little extra juice on there. Look at that. How about a little more salsa? There we go. Then I'm going to go with, this is Manchego cheese, shredded. Yeah, can't go wrong with extra cheese. Then I have a homemade tahini sauce here. Put a couple dabs of that on there. There we go. And last but not least, I am a good Greek boy. You have to have mint with lamb. We got some fresh mint. There we go. Koji lamb taco, everybody. There we go. All right, here we go. Second course. Obviously in honor of Ben. Ben is the taco man. Of course, all together, as I mentioned earlier, couldn't have thought of a better course to serve with this delicious beer. We have a lamb koji taco. There's shaved Brussels sprouts. There's a cucumber and red currant salsa. We've got shredded manchego cheese, homemade tahini sauce, and some fresh mint on a tortilla to make it a taco. Ben, please. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Niko. So as Niko said, I am a taco man. I absolutely adore tacos. I eat them all the time, way too often. So I think one of the cool parts about pairing it with this is all together. I'm sure if you're a beer fan right now, you've seen a lot of versions of this come out right now. This is ours. We did it with a couple of breweries in Pennsylvania that were in planning that wanted to get down on this. All together was a collaborative kind of effort put out by Other Half Brewing. If you know Other Half Brewing, they're in Brooklyn, New York, as well as Rochester, New York. They have a secondary brewery up there. They are the epitome of a hype brewery, and they've allowed a lot of us folks that are much smaller to leverage their name and their marketing ability to do good things for our local communities, specifically for restaurant and hospitality professionals. So we were able to do one with them, help our local hospitality professionals. We stuck pretty close to the recipe that they provided. We did add some Pennsylvania malt, kind of how I always do, and some Pennsylvania Cascade hops. In addition to that in the recipe, I also used some Mosaic Cryo hops in place of the Mosaic that was called for, and the same with Simcoe hops. Real simple malt bill, real crisp, clean, easy, but still juicy. Still great soft mouthfeel in this one, 6.5%, not too big. It's got some good notes, I think some good pine, a little bit of resin, a little bit of a honeydew thing going on in this as well as some good tropical back notes to it. Real nice, good, easy drinking one. This one sold out of the brewery in less than 24 hours. These are the last 2 cases of this beer that we made, so kind of a good pleasure and awesome to pair with this. Enjoy.
All right, down to the last course, everybody. As I always do, I really, really want to thank all of you for joining us today or this evening, whenever you started your dinner. Remember, we've got a question and answer session at 7:45 this evening. Ben and I will be available, any questions you may have. And again, thank you so much for your support. Thank you, Uncapped. Thank you, Fourscore Beer Company, Graham, Chris, Ben. our help us put this together today. So again, thank you so much. I got your bag. I'll be right back. Okay, last course in the bag. Here we go. This one is very simple to put together, but it's absolutely delicious and it pairs incredible with this Imperial Stout. This here is just a Grand Marnier syrup. We did a reduction with some Grand Marnier, a little bit of sugar, cinnamon stick, and behold, we've done an opera cake for you. So all you're going to want to do, I won't dirty another plate. Simply, you're going to pick this up, put it on a plate, and actually maybe I should put it on a plate. What do you think, Graham? All right. There we go. Just take your syrup. And there you go. Voila. Okay, everybody. Final course, dessert course. What we have for you is an opera cake. It's layers of almond sponge cake that have been soaked in coffee. Then we've got a chocolate ganache and a coffee buttercream. Then we've topped that with a little bit more ganache, and then we've done a simple syrup for you out of Grand Marnier. And this is going to pair incredibly, incredibly well with this Imperial Stout. 100 pounds of Oreo cookies in this mofo. I'm going to turn it over to Ben. Again, thank you so much, everyone. We may be doing another one of these. We'll see. Take care.
All right, well, thank you so much again. That looks amazing. And I do think it'll pair really well with this. But first off, thank everyone for coming out tonight and being a part of this experience. You know, it's something that we kind of dreamt up, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it as much as we are and as much as we enjoy putting it together. This beer here is Wolfie Monster. Little Chewbacca Cookie Monster thing going on in this guy. It's 9% Imperial Stout, as Niko said. It's conditioned on 100 pounds of Oreo pieces, which is a lot more than I ever expected it to be, as well as some Madagascar bourbon and some Tahitian vanilla beans and some Ghanaian cocoa nibs from TCHO. Yeah, that's the one. Anyways, it's a very sweet beer. That's the one thing I'll give you a heads up of. Lower carbonation level, so it really pops that good sweet dessert-like. It drinks like an Oreo in a can. That's been the expectation and the whole point of this beer in the first place. So you've got this beautiful dessert to pair with, and I think these things are going to go spectacularly together. Enjoy, and thank you all so much again. I hope you join us for the question and answer session tonight at 7:45. Thank you.